To begin, pick where you want to plant your tree and clear the space of any objects or debris that will get in the way. You only get one chance to plant your tree, so make sure the area you pick has enough light, water, and soil your tree needs to thrive. Remember that your tree will grow, so pick a spot that will give your tree plenty of room when it's mature. Once you have picked and cleared a spot for your tree, it's time to dig a hole. The hole should be at least twice the diameter of the container your tree comes in. One of the most important parts of planting your tree is to make sure that you don't plant it too deep. You can use the handles of your tools to measure the depth of your planting hole before placing your tree. Look for your tree's root flare, where the stem widens and transitions into roots, and make sure the root flare of your tree is 1 to 2 inches above grade when planted. When your hole is ready, remove the tree from its container. To do this, move the tree close to the hole, lean the tree over on its side, and firmly tap or press on the sides of the container to loosen the roots and soil from the container. Once the root ball is loose, grab the trunk of the tree at the base where it meets the soil and slide the container off. This is more easily done with help from a friend. Once you have your tree out of its container, it's important to inspect the root ball and break up any circling or girdling roots. Using your shovel or your hands, break up the root ball all the way around to release the roots and loosen the soil. If there are large circling roots, use pruning shears or a saw to cut them. After breaking up the root ball, roll or place your tree into the hole. Again, remember the root flare should be sticking out 1 inch or 2 above the hole. If some soil was lost while breaking up the root ball, add some back to the hole until your tree sits at the perfect level. Try and get the tree as centered and straight as possible. Once your tree is sitting 1 inch or 2 above the hole and is centered and straight, it's time to fill the hole back up. Use the soil you dug out to make the hole before using any loose soil that was in the container. Using the native soil to plant the tree helps it adjust to its new environment. As you shovel dirt back into the hole, occasionally step on it with your foot to carefully pack in soil around the tree and fill in any air pockets. Once the tree is nice and snug in the ground, use any leftover soil from the hole or container to build a ring of raised soil around the tree. This ring should be roughly the same diameter as the hole you dug. This will collect water and help the tree grow until it is established. It's important to note you don't want to pile soil up around the trunk of your tree. This could harm and possibly kill your tree. In a similar fashion to the first ring, spread mulch around the tree. Keep the mulch thinner around the trunk of the tree and thicker around the ring of soil you made. Mulch helps retain water in the soil during hot months while keeping soil warm during cool months. Just like extra soil, make sure not to pile mulch up on the trunk of the tree. This could harm and possibly kill your tree. After mulching your tree, using a garden hose or bucket, water your new tree. You want to water your tree until the ground is saturated and will not hold any more water. Once you're finished planting, you should water your tree consistently for the next 2 to 4 weeks, making sure the area you mulched is not dry. Once the tree is established, it will find water in the soil and live off of what is naturally available. Thanks for watching. For more information on how to plant a tree or how to get involved with the Texas Trees Foundation, please visit our website, texastrees.org.